What's up, ladies and dudes from all over the world? You read the title of the video, Batman v Superman review. Plus, let me explain these Hollywood morons and how they are ruining movies. So, of course, I saw the trailer for this movie, right? And this was one of the movies that made me say, you know what, I'm done. If there's a movie that I'm going to see, I'm not going to watch the trailer. If I'm going to go see it like the opening day or the first few days it's open, I'm not going to watch nothing, because this is another example of how the morons at Hollywood are ruining movies, and that's by the trailers. They are giving away way too much information, spoiling key elements of the movie itself in the trailer. So it's like the trailer alone is a spoiler alert. And by the way, I am going to be talking about all the spoilers in this movie, okay? But they have been doing this for a long time now. I remember the Terminator Genesis trailer. They gave away a huge plot detail of the movie. This movie as well. They reveal spoilers in the trailer itself. I only saw the first trailer, and I thought it was crappy. I thought the CGI was crappy, okay? And, of course, the spoilers in the trailer. And I'm like, what the... What? The title is Batman v Superman, and you have this huge spoiler? In the trailer itself, you just gave that away. You gave that away. So they're definitely ruining movies. And there's trailers to movies that I have not seen yet, because I know I'm going to see them later on. And I want to give a shout out to my subscribers. Why? This is the thing. When you separate yourself from all the information that's leaking about this movie and information about the movie itself. This happened to me. I forgot when this movie was released. Totally forgot. I was checking my comments on my YouTube videos, and my subscribers were asking me if I'm going to go see the movie this weekend. I 100% am serious. I really did not know that the movie was coming out this weekend. Okay? I did not know that because I forgot, because I told you I had stopped listening to all the information, and which, by the way, is very difficult to do when you're online, okay, and making videos and checking the comments and on Twitter. It's very hard to stay away from the spoilers, but I did so much that I did not know when this movie came out. So shout out to my subscribers, because literally after I read that from my subscribers, 5 minutes later I already had my ticket, because I went online. I'm like, holy shit, it's coming out, I fucking forgot. Got him. So big shout out to my subscribers for that. Now, let me talk about the movie. First off, the movie starts with showing Bruce Wayne's parents getting killed. How many times have we seen that already? I don't understand why these directors keep showing that. People already know. Do they do that just because they want to tell their story, or do they do that for the people who might not know? I don't know. We already know. It was wasted. You just wasted time, literally. And another thing, they showed up Bruce Wayne as a little kid falling, right? And then he sees the bats. They come towards him. They fly around him, and he's flying up with them. They're floating him. So when people were watching this, when I was watching this in the theater, I was like, okay, what the F is going on here? Is this like a dream sequence? And yeah, it was. There's no, setup. There he is, little kid Bruce Wayne just floating up with the bats. I'm like, okay, all right, we're going to start with these dream sequences that come out of nowhere, no setup, and then after you find out he's dreaming, and you're just like, what the, huh? You're just like, huh? That didn't make shit sense. And guys, there are a few of them, and that's one of the tamer ones, okay? I'll tell you the guys right now. But anyway, other than that, I really like the opening sequence of the movie showing Bruce Wayne in Metropolis when Superman and Zod were fighting. I recently just saw Man of Steel. I actually saw all of the Superman movies, literally all of them, and right before I saw this movie. And I really like that, because it was like another view of what was going on when Superman and Zod were fighting. Bruce Wayne's building, that was Bruce Wayne's building that they were fighting in. It got demolished. And I really like Ben Affleck running towards the rubble, running towards the chaos, helping people out. saving a little girl. I really like that aspect. And speaking of Bruce Wayne, speaking of Ben Affleck, he was awesome in this movie. Really, really, really awesome. Badass MFer. He did excellent. I was not one of those morons, okay, moronic people that said, "Oh, Bruce Wayne is Batman. Oh, what the fuck?" I was not one of those people, but I was one of those people that were talking shit about that little fucking kid, Jesse Eisenberg, as Lex Luthor. Are you kidding me? We'll get to that later, kids. We'll get to that later. Anyway, that was awesome. And then it kind of seemed like a fucking Jeep commercial, by the way, because he was driving around in a Jeep, trying to evade all the rubble and chaos and all that bullshit while driving towards his building. Lawrence Fishburne was in it again. He was good in it. But a little bit more about this Batman, since I already started. This Batman was very, very serious, very tough, brutal. He was a powerhouse. He is not fast, okay? But he's more of a killer in this movie. Literally, guys. Literally. And the bat suit, I have to say, whew, awesome. Awesome. And again, I want to say, Ben Affleck did really good with this Batman. Like I said, very brutal. He was not as charismatic as we've seen other Batmans, okay? If you guys remember Michael Keaton at the party, he was charismatic. If you guys remember, Christian Bale as Batman, charismatic as well, while they were at the party and Joker came in. But this one, complete opposite. He's just like I said, brutal, very, very, very serious Batman. Speaking about Bruce Wayne and Batman, you cannot talk about him without mentioning Alfred. Alfred in this movie was one thing I really did not like was a training montage that they show Ben Affleck doing in this movie. He was hitting a tire with a sledgehammer. It's like, huh? I thought it was just dumb. They show him pulling ropes, and it's like MMA training. Huh? That would just make me go, okay, this is not needed, guys. This is not needed. It's like, it's a training montage. What? He's training to fight Superman, guys. I was like, okay, whatever. This dumb. Speaking of dumb things, while I'm talking about dumb things, the dream sequences, guys, in this movie just came out of nowhere, okay? Out of nowhere. He had one while he was in front of his desk that, guys, I was like, who the fuck, what? What is going on? Who's that? He had a dream sequence where some guy was talking to him, coming out of, like, the screen, out of, like, a portal. But like I said, guys, they don't set shit up. They didn't set it up at all. They just, boom, crazy shit happens, boom. And he's like, he was just talking to him. And I'm like, who the F is that? And then I figured, oh, it's Flash, but it didn't look like Flash. It's the Flash, guys, the Flash. And he was telling him about an upcoming event, guys, okay? And very odd. And then after you find out that it's a dream sequence. That's number one. Another dream sequence, again, not set up fucking at all until after he wakes up. He wakes up. One of those, we've seen it a million times. A million fucking times. I do want to say this, guys. How many times in the world have you guys had a nightmare and woken up like you see the guys and girls in the movies, like, wake up and then look around and you're sweating? No, that's never happened to me. Never. Huh? Never. Anyway, it's just in the movies. But anyway, one of the other dream sequences was he was in the desert. Militias, guys with guns were fighting him. He was killing people with guns. And these swarm of alien creatures came towards him. This was setting up things for the future, guys. Okay? He was having a dream sequence where a lot of crazy shit was happening with alien creatures were coming towards him. I'm not going to talk about what they were yet, but I will in the future. While I'm talking about Batman, let me talk about the Batmobile in this movie. Whew. This was like a race car. Literally, probably the fastest Batmobile we've ever seen in any Batman. All right, this sounded like a race car, handled like a race car. Very, very F1 type Batmobile with armor all around it too. The sounds it was making were awesome. You really didn't see a lot of it because it was dark, and it's dark. The Batmobile itself is dark, but from what I saw, it was awesome. The Bat Wing, I don't know what they call it in this movie. They didn't call it anything. It looked like a weird drone that you fly. It was very weird. I didn't like it at all. It's just weird looking. Let me talk about Wonder Woman. Fuck, dudes. I think they dropped the ball big time with her. They didn't set her up at all. She was just there. No backstory other than one picture. She's very old. Okay, she's very old. And guys, also before I saw this movie, I started watching a lot of the newer Justice League cartoons and newer cartoons in general of other superheroes, right? And in none of those does Wonder Woman live on Earth, all right, for like whatever, 100 years or more. She doesn't even live here. She lives in another planet and then comes here. So, bottom line is this. In this movie, no backstory, barely any dialogue, very wooden acting by the actress, okay, gal. I was like, I was not impressed by Wonder Woman. Other than the action, which was sick, but you already know Wonder Woman's power. She's as powerful as Superman, dudes, and she's got the lasso and the sword. She's badass, all right. But as a character, and she's also like that in the cartoons. Her personality is not great, put it that way. But anyway, dialogue on her, whatever. She was just literally just there to set up future events. This movie, guys, was setting up a lot of future events. Instead of them focusing more on the story itself as a movie as a whole, they did a lot of setting up things for the future. And let me just say this, while I'm talking about that. So Bruce Wayne was doing investigating on Wonder Woman, all right, to figure out who the F she was, all right. And while he was doing that, he found out information about other special power humans, all right, meta-humans, which is what they call them in the movie. And then he sends her an email of what he found to Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman opens the email. Oh, man. Oh, I was like, huh? What are they doing? One thing that I really did like was they showed Aquaman, little Aquaman cameo. Okay, Aquaman was under the water. You with a trident, sick. Boom, boom. A lot of people don't know a lot about Aquaman. That's literally one of the most serious characters in the whole Justice League. Like super mother effing serious. In any adaptation that I've seen of him, he's just very, very, very serious, barely cracking any jokes. So the Flash is definitely the total opposite of him. Oh, by the way, the Flash, another cameo of the Flash, 2 cameos, by the way. They show Flash stopping a robbery, a mugger. Boom, they just show, boom, like lightning, boom, real fast. And that was a cameo, like less than a minute cameo. They also showed Cyborg. Guys, Cyborg, another cameo, brutal. Ooh, I've seen that in the cartoons of Cyborg being built a few times. But they show, when you see that on the screen, brutal. Is that how they're gonna set these characters up? Just like her opening an email? Oh, shit. I don't know if I like that. I'll tell you guys right now. I'm like, huh? It was awesome seeing them, but it was just very awkward how they set these guys up. And let me jump ahead. At the very end of the movie, Batman tells Wonder Woman, he says, "You need to find people like you." I was like, oh, F, they're setting up the Justice League right now. Batman is next to her. And he says, "You need to find people like you." Oh, cool. Anyway, Superman, he was awesome. He did same as Man of Steel. This movie was kind of like Man of Steel 2 and the new Batman Part 1 and cameo by Wonder Woman. Oh, just popped into my mind. I'm going to talk about this mother effer. Oh, fuck. No, I don't like him at all. Jesse Eisenberg. I said this time and again. This little kid next to fucking Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck. What the fuck are they thinking? Okay? No. And I saw the movie, and it reaffirmed what I was thinking. Ugh. Honestly, I don't know why they made this. Maybe they said, "Oh, we need somebody like a figure to tell jokes because this is otherwise this movie will be too serious." But hey, Man of Steel wasn't like that. They didn't have a fucking crackpot joke teller. Dudes, they should have just gone with the actual Lex Luthor. By the way, this was Lex Luthor's kid. Okay, Jesse Eisenberg was playing. He was Lex Luthor's kid. All right. Ugh. Literally just... so many problems with this little kid. Does he have a problem? Like, he twitches and... little kid! You're... Horrible casting. Didn't like him at all. At all. At the very end, he was like... nuts. I do want to say this. When Batman was walking in his bat lair, whatever, bat cave, they show a suit, and the suit had spray paint yellow, and it said, "Haha, joke's on you, Batman." I said, holy shit. In this realm, Joker is still out there, and Batman talks about the Joker still being out there. Literally, Jesse Eisenberg, it just reminded me of the Joker, the way he was acting. I'm like, you could have replaced him with the Joker. Jesse Eisenberg is a nefarious MFer in this movie. He crazy ass person. He, by the way, made Abomination from his own blood and General Zod's body. All right. The storyline in this movie, I did like. There's a lot to follow, guys. A lot of people might not like it because there is so much to follow. There's a lot of storylines going on at the same time, but it's not because there were so many characters. It's just the way they told them. It was a little wonky. Guardians of the Galaxy had a ton of characters, but I think they did a good job of telling each character's story. But in this one, Lex Luthor is a evil, nefarious MFer. If you hadn't watched Man of Steel recently, you might not know what is going on, or you might not remember. But since I just saw it, it was fresh in my mind of everything that was happening. Oh, and the fight, of course, the fight. Batman v Superman. Let me just tell you right now, Batman wins. Okay, he could have killed Superman. He was standing over him with some kryptonite. He was going to stab him with it. Okay? He was going to kill Superman. Lois Lane saved Superman. For once, Lois Lane saved Superman. Batman, like you guys already know, he is a great strategist. Great strategist. And he was ready to kill Superman. And Lex Luthor said, you either kill Batman. Lex Luthor told Superman, you either kill Batman and bring me his head, or your mom is gonna die. He's gonna die. And they went at it, and it was a good fight. But I don't like this crazy cuts, way super fast cuts that they don't really show the action. You know, guys, know what I mean? We see this all the time in movies. They don't really show the action. They show a lot of cuts. Cut, boom, boom, bam, bam. Break things everywhere. I don't like that. Oh, and by the way, the CGI was fuck. What? Ugh, whatever. Abomination CGI. Ugh, I didn't like it in the trailer. I didn't like it in the movie. It's CGI bullshit, guys. You guys know when you see CGI. Superman was fighting Abomination, and he took him up to outer space. That was an awesome scene, but it was CGI, and you could tell it was CGI. Took him out to outer space, dudes, and the government said, "Oh, they're in outer space. You know, we could kill Abomination right now if we throw a nuke out there." And yeah, but there's gonna be one casualty, and that'll be Superman. They do it anyway. Goes the nuclear bomb, and it boom hits both of them. Not Apocalypse. Abomination comes and crashes into the Earth. Superman is out in outer space. He looks dead. Like dead. But he lives, of course. Regains power, and then also Abomination also is reborn. And I'll just say this. Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman fight Abomination. And Wonder Woman cuts Abomination's arm off with her sword. That was a cool scene. Abomination's arm starts growing back with spikes. Alright? While it was growing back, Superman gets the staff, whatever you want to call it, with the kryptonite in it. On the tip, a sharp tip that Batman was going to use to kill him with. And he flies over to kill Abomination with that big staff. And sticks him with the staff. But Abomination, while his arm's still growing, with a huge spike. Boom! In his chest. Superman's chest. Superman goes down. And kills Superman. Superman dies. He's dead. He's DED dead, dudes. DED dead. But so is Abomination. And you would think that fucking Lois Lane would be bawling her eyes out, crying like crazy, but no, she's just like, she knew it was going to happen. Well, they did set that up. She knew it was going to happen, and when it did happen, she was like, oh. And then they show Superman's funeral, the death of Superman. Superman is dead, guys, dead. Abomination kills Superman. That's what he's known for. And then at his funeral, Clark Kent's funeral, guys, not Superman's, Clark Kent's funeral, they show Ben Affleck and Gal talking, and that's where he says, you need to find more people like you. I don't know how many movies they're going to have other than this one to set up the Justice League. I don't remember what they say, who knows, but I don't think they're doing a damn good job of setting up all the other characters. No. But let me see, ending thoughts. I really like the moral dilemmas, the ethics that the first half of this movie poses towards Superman. I really enjoy that. They show protesters for Superman, against Superman. I really enjoyed that aspect of the movie. I feel like that would happen in real life, people protesting Superman in real life. And I really also like Superman going to, I think it was Mexico, during the Day of the Dead, and he saved a little girl from a burning building, and they show people with the face paint all around Superman. I thought that scene was excellent, very well done and shot. Like I said, the moral dilemmas in this movie, the ethics, I really thought that they did a good job of telling that side of the story. It's bold of them to tell that side of the story, because I think a lot of people might not like it or not be interested in that, but myself, I enjoy that because that's kind of like real life issues and things. Neil deGrasse Tyson was in it. I really like his cameo. Aquaman's cameo, that was pretty cool. Cyborgs, that was pretty brutal. General Zod was in the movie quite a bit, actually. They used Michael Shannon's body a lot. The way the fight between Superman and Batman ended was kind of weird. Like, Batman was about to kill Superman. Superman's like, "Find Martha, save Martha," and then he stops and he goes, "Who's Martha?" And then Lois Lane comes in. "Martha's his mother." And then Batman stops. That could have been set up a little bit better. It wasn't really. And one of my favorite parts was Batman saves Martha, Clark Kent's mom, not Superman. Superman goes after Lex Luthor, but Batman saves his mom in an awesome fight sequence. By the way, he goes into the warehouse wherever they have her, and he just kills all these bad guys. Kills them. Brutal. He's a brutal Batman. Again, I'm gonna say this Batman was awesome. Awesome. The fucking suit he was wearing was sick, dudes. I'm telling you, one of my favorite suits. He was sick. He's brutal. He's a huge guy. Anyway, he saves Martha, and he goes, "I'm a friend of your son's." And she goes, "Oh, I figured. The cape." Kevin Costner was in this movie again, too, dudes. In another, whatever you want to call it, I guess, flashback. No, not even a flashback. I don't know what it was. Was it a dream sequence or no? I don't know. I don't even know. He was in it. That was cool to see him in the movie again. Actually, not again, but in it. That was cool seeing Superman's dad. The cinematography was pretty cool. It was very dark movie. The music was sick. It was awesome. Again, I didn't like all of these weird ass dream sequences. Oh, which by the way, I was almost gonna end the video, but I have to talk about this. And one of the dream sequences that Batman has, he sees these alien insects, by the way, which are the minions of Darkseid. And he has another dream sequence where he's overlooking a devastated, demolished, desert-looking city. It just looks like destruction all over. And in the desert, you see a symbol, and that's the Omega symbol. And that Omega symbol is one that is known of Darkseid. They are going to set up, probably for the Justice League movie, the Justice League versus Darkseid. Which, if you know who that is, I've known about this guy for a long time. If you've been watching cartoons, you've already known about him. He's been on countless cartoons as the main bad guy in the DC universe, other than Brainiac. Okay, guys, Darkseid's power is unmatched. All right, unmatched. He could. Anyway, that's another story. But that's what they're setting up for the Justice League movie. Darkseid, the Justice League movie. They're setting up Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Flash, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter. I don't know, but he is in the Justice League. They haven't set up him at all. Overall, what I think, all the cameos in this movie were not done good. They could have been done a lot better. Ben Affleck as Batman was superb. It was awesome. Sick. Henry Cavill as Superman, good. Supporting actors, good. Alfred, Jesse fucking Eisenberg as whatever the fuck that was, little kid. Lex Luthor's son. Fuck out of here, dudes. Get the fuck out of here. Still, get the F out of here. Hell no. The things that he was doing was crazy. I really did like it. I do want to say this. This is one thing that I didn't understand and was not executed good. So, Lex Luthor has the kryptonite, a huge meteorite-sized kryptonite, all right, that he's going to use, right, as a weapon to kill Superman. But anyway, and to make Abomination in the future. But anyway, he wants that kryptonite thing. But Batman's mission is to steal it from Lex. So he's in his Batmobile and he's trying to steal it from the moving truck. And that was an awesome sequence. This is one thing that I don't understand because it was not executed right. So Superman comes out of nowhere and stops Batman from acquiring the kryptonite. So, and that's it. He just tells him, whenever you see the bat signal, don't go to it. He says something like that, and then Superman just leaves. And then I'm gonna say, oh, so Superman is gonna actually take the kryptonite, the big container, and whatever, get rid of it. Who knows what he's gonna do, right? No, he just comes, stops Batman, and then leaves. What? Huh? But eventually Batman steals the kryptonite from Lex Luthor. So I'm like, why the fuck was Superman even there? Does he even know why Batman was chasing the truck? What? Huh? I don't get it. Whatever, dudes. Whatever. I don't know. The action was pretty good. Like I said, too many cuts. All that. You don't really see. It's too many fucking cuts. Anyway, a lot of CGI bullshit. Overall, am I gonna? The bottom line is this: I judge movies if I want to buy them on Blu-ray, dudes. I think I will buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out. I don't know. Maybe I can wait. I do want to see a lot of behind the scenes, because that's what I like to see. I like to see behind the scenes how movies are made. You find out a lot of information, a ton of information. Some that you might not even know you want to know, and you end up going, holy shit, that's cool. Bottom line is this, I don't like fucking Jesse Eisenberg. The storyline that he was given, Jesse's, was pretty interesting, I'll say that, pretty interesting, but as an actor, F out of here. Wonder Woman's story, what the fuck, there was no story. She literally could not have been in the movie, and that would have been the same thing. The only significant thing she did was cut off Abomination's arm. That's it. It kind of seemed like she was just there to kind of set up the other characters in Justice League. Stop showing Bruce Wayne's parents getting killed. We already know it. Don't show weird-ass dream sequences. Batmobile cool. Batwing, no. Abomination CGI bullshit, hell no. The story overall, interesting. Bottom line is this. If you want to see a sequel to Man of Steel, this is a movie to see. If you really like Batman and you want to see a fucking grittier version, more hardcore, badass, MFer, brutal version, one that we haven't really seen before in any movie, definitely check this movie out. That's my thoughts on it. Should you buy it on Blu-ray? If you really want to know behind the scenes of what happened, yes. Other than that, you can wait until you can, whatever, find it for free somewhere. Am I going to buy it on Blu-ray? I don't know. I probably, eventually, it might even be used. That's my thoughts on the movie, everybody. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see all of you later.